Yeah, nah, man. You know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on, bounce, bounce, bounce. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the silly.
Okay, here we go. Hot PiXX, a different flavor today, not like your usual take, man, because, you know, I read a lot of what they call accomplishments. People have to overcome certain things that we may not see when we're looking through the eyeball of sports. We just want to see them win, represent our city, our community, or our nation, what have you. And so I actually was thumbing through who I call the greatest female athletes of all time. Now, it's objective. This is a different criteria. I want to be able to say the criteria is that they're all 10s because they've done things the average woman can't do. But you're going to see, based on what is being presented, who is your number one, and whether they trailblaze, left a legacy already, or yet to be determined. And there could be a part two. So if you all of a sudden says, where is this person? I don't see them on the list. I'm starting off with the top 5, and there can be a part 2 because there are a lot of categories that have been reporting on this, and there are different results throughout all the publications that I've seen. So we're going to take this to the greatest female athletes in your mind. They're 10s as far as I'm concerned, but in you guys' mind, give me the number. It doesn't matter. As far as I'm concerned, they're winners. You ready for this, Marlon?
I'm ready. I've dressed appropriately. I think I have on loose-fitting cotton clothing, as I've so often stressed here.
Right.
Actually,
I got you. All right, we're going to start with our first young lady. This is an easy one because she is the first of her kind. Mixed martial arts, undefeated, bantamweight champion. She set the mold. The mold has not been broken. She's trailblazing. She is the first and current UFC women's bantamweight champion, but her legacy is still yet to be determined. There's a good possibility that she has not fought the best yet, but as far as we're concerned, everybody she's fought has gone down. Where's her place as far as if you look at the legacy, Mario?
Well, she's new, and it's a sport that's evolving more as an acceptance.
Right.
So I'll have to reserve the position based on that because it's a newer sport.
Right.
One that's got an increasing audience, I admit.
Right.
So let's just see.
So, and you can attach
that does, because when you talk about of all time, I'm going to end up going with people who have more of a legacy.
Right. So you could use your scale of a rating. So 10 is the ultimate because that legacy has been made. So would you say it's about an 8, 9?
About an 8. Because in that sport, that she may be the one who goes. In that sport, she'll go down in the Hall of Fame.
Yes, she will.
For that sport.
That's right.
Okay, so that's why I can say that.
Right. Remember, there was a time Cheryl Miller was unlike any other female basketball player at the time.
That's correct.
But because she was ahead of the day of social media and everything else, and basketball didn't flourish as much, people still talk about her. Was she a game changer? Hard to say. But she was a trailblazer as it relates to one of the first women. Not bad. Let's see what we got. We got PMC says 8. No, he says 9, and Brickley says 8, so everybody's on the same page. Legacy yet to be determined for Ronda Rousey, we understand. All right, let's go to the next, because it's going to be quick. This is going to be difficult because this woman is already being touted as the greatest female tennis player of all time when her story's done. They've already said, why is she the greatest? Because she's the most gifted or the most physical power of a woman in the body that she's using, muscular, athletic. She's won 21 of 25 Grand Slam tournaments. She holds the most major singles, doubles, and mixed doubles titles combined among active players, male or female. When a woman crosses over and says, I may be separate when it comes to playing against the women, but my titles surpass those all of the men as well. Legacy or yet to be determined in your eyes?
Already has a legacy. She's a 10 for me.
Yeah.
She is a definite Hall of Famer in her own categories.
Wow.
She actually redefined the sport in her own way. And I always use that as part of my criteria for greatness.
Right.
Whether it be music, where you can redefine an instrument or an art form.
Right.
She kind of redefined tennis in a sense, in her way and style of approach and play.
Right.
So all of those things, and then now with that long history,
Right.
a long established history of consistent winning over an extended period of time, you got to give it to her as one of the top.
Well, and the one thing I like about it, we're in the age now where you're not one-dimensional. You can get into as many different industries or careers. You're not supposed to just stick with one career. So she has time to get into other things, whether it's fashion.
That's right.
And still come around and do this. And everybody will say, well, if you just focused on this, that's fine. But you're going to find that there's also some athletes and others out there who know how to cross over in other areas, and they can still perform. So I'm actually with you. So far, everybody across the board agrees with you. Mario got the 10, PMC got a 10, and Brick went, I'll give you one better. I go 11. So he's very well impressed. All right, let's go to the next one, because time does let you reminisce a little bit. And this young lady, when she came on the scene, foretold she dominated Jackie Joyner-Kersee, heptathlon and long jump Olympic and world champion over years. She basically was kind of like, we were watching her, just saying, okay, are you going to break records, not who you're going to be. It's kind of one of those conditions where you go, you can't even remember who was the runner-up.
Well, she's another one who brought the image, the work ethic, and just the whole, when you have that, when you represent for athletics,
Right.
male or female, that kind of devotion to excellence, training,
Right.
Being in the moment, never letting it get distracted with things that are outside of the sport.
Right.
So she's the old school way and the old school style of greatness and class.
Right.
And so therefore she represents a style of athlete that we miss so often.
Right.
Just total style and class. And so she'll be in the Hall of Fame. Now, because there are others in sport with whom she has to compete with greatly,
Right.
I have to rate her a 9.
You rate her a 9.
And that's because she has to compete against, even in her own, in track, women's track.
Right.
There's some historical people we have to talk about.
Right. Now, let me just say this also, just to follow along with you. She also performed or played basketball, but wasn't as successful in what they call the Women's Pro League at the time. It's like a semi-pro league.
Well, most of the time
She
they
wasn't-
do, right?
She didn't flourish there. She made her name here, and what she represented at the time was just far and away. I don't know if Wilma Rudolph is the class you compare her to, because Wilma Rudolph also was a trailblazer.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Remember, the part of my reason for the 9, and I could say 9.5,
Right.
was only because you have to compare her. She's in a sport which is one that has a specific legacy
True.
of very honored black women.
Right.
And so that's why.
And-
That's the only, it's not to take anything. She's in a group where you get to debate that group. And so that's still, just to be even included,
Right.
is an honor.
Well, and here's the other thing that I love about what's different in the times with Jackie and others. We're in a time now that women now are heavily competitive, unlike any other time. And so you don't even...
Because of folks like her, right?
That's why I said
Because of folks like her.
It takes time to appreciate that she said, look, I'm in a place where money is not flourishing the same way it does in other areas for men in sports. Here, I don't know her relative economics to what she gained and profit from what she was doing. I would assume she did okay, but not compared to what athletes are getting now.
Totally, probably not.
Yeah. So the vote so far, you're the only one who gave a 9. PMC and Brick said 10. So that lets you know.
I
never
said
know.
9.5.
Okay, I'm gonna give him a 9. I'm gonna give him a 0.5.
Because I just, and again, for the reasons that I stated.
That, well, it's okay. She's still gonna be pissed off because you didn't give her 10. All right, let's go to the next. The standard of the greatest athlete to me starts with the fastest runner in the world, and still the fastest runner in the world, because it's kind of like you don't need anything else but your arms and your legs. And if I can outrun everybody at my time, before my time, and after I'm gone, rest in peace, Florence Griffith Joyner, relative to Jackie Joyner-Kersee, The family
Right.
is putting it down.
It was Jackie Joyner's brother.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah, this is why I gave her 9.5 because you
Yeah.
have to still compare within the sport.
That's right.
Even in recent times, the ones like her.
Yeah.
Even though I'll point out, Vic, the other bias I have is that in earlier times, the women also were known for other sports too.
Absolutely.
You find more multi-sport folks who were running track.
Right.
Okay, like even when I think of the men like Earl Campbell. So
Right.
still because of her,
Yeah.
didn't she redefine beauty?
and no one's done
feminism?
it. Nobody has done
Why-
it since.
No one like that.
has done it. She
No,
can always
10.
Wait, you scream it out.
Only because she's so fine in his HOtt PiXX. I gave 9.5 to Jackie.
Bro, hey, look.
10, only 10 because it's a little more fine.
This shows you how she's been able to do something that is harder for Serena to do. She
not as
designed her own outfits. She brought you the one leg. She brought you the color. She brought you. And let me just say this: it was so refreshing to watch a woman, the fastest in the world, with that mane, that hair, flowing behind her like an animation. So she impacted me so much, and I can just say this: at the time I was running my junior college track, I was happy to be practicing around with her, around her. We weren't like friends or anything like that. Just to sit there and watch her do her workouts and say, "This woman is coming." This is before she hit this part. So she is a bad woman. So far we got two. We got a 10.5 from Brick, 10 from PMC, 10 from Mario. All right. I'm about to give you the last of this group, and you're going to have to understand the time is different. Maybe if I read off the particulars, you'll understand greatness is relative to its time. Let's go on and move to the next. Simply, her name was Babe Diedrichson. Now, the pictures are not going to do anything for you because this is back in the 30s. But let me run off what she was doing. She was track and field, golf, baseball, roller skating, diver, bowler, softball. She gained world fame in track and field as an All-American in status in basketball. At the Olympics in the 80-meter hurdle, she equaled the world record. In the javelin, she also won gold. She played organized baseball, softball, and was an expert diver, as I said, roller skater, and bowler. She won 2 gold medals and a silver medal in track and field at the 32 Olympic Games. She did every sport she could possibly do. She just didn't do it casually. Now,
This is what we were talking about.
this is the hard part.
This is what we were talking about.
A lot of diversity wasn't available at that
That's
time,
right.
the period we're in. So I
right.
can't hold that against her because it wasn't her choice to do. The best people who could have played, we will never know. But for a woman doing what she was doing, and she boxed. And
That's what I'm saying. And you got to give them, like I said, this was my issue. In the earlier years, you had the multi-sport athletes and the women like this who were so incredible.
Right.
We got to give them a hands up and show them. I want to give you credit, Vic, for even put her on here.
Yeah.
Thank you, Vic.
Yeah. You're welcome, man.
Even though only one picture is boneable.
Go down. There's one more. Don't even say
It's not boneable. It's got to.
This is her second from the right. From my right. The people.
Your right or my right?
Yeah.
From the people's right? Somebody's right?
Second from my
This
right.
one right here with the cursor?
There you go.
With the A cup?
That's cold. That's so
Yeah,
cold.
Vic, there's only one boneable pig. And now, we do want to, now, because we're men and hence pigs,
You know, Brick, I'm not
Oink,
answering
oink.
that quick. I'm not answering
we
that quick.
are going to prefer the athletes that look more boneable.
Right.
Now, I succumb. It's not my fault. I'm a victim of testosterone.
Look.
And there's only one semi-boneable picture. Let's go back. And some of the guys are saying he or she. So I think this one here, she looks boneable.
Wait a minute.
But here,
I'm not laughing.
maybe these
I'm
two,
not
maybe.
laughing. This is not
Maybe,
fair.
but definitely number 1 and number 3 are not boneable.
Okay.
On the scale of boneability.
Wait a minute.
It's not doable. I would send her over to Brick Lay's house.
You know what?
Or get her a ticket to Port Townsend.
Okay, let me just say this. What you trying to say?
I'm saying it's not boneable, Vic. It's not doable.
Okay.
No matter how many pills I take, it's not going to happen.
Okay, let's just stay on.
No matter how much I stay on Pornhub up until the time I enter the room.
You gotta enter a number. You gotta enter a number.
Oh, man.
Legacy, dude. Legacy.
Oh, man.
Legacy.
8. 8. I give Babe an 8. Because she can dress up. She can fix it up.
Wait a minute.
This is the hairstyle of the time.
We're talking.
She has better pictures.
We're talking about her accomplishments.
I'm saying,
dude, her accomplishment.
Yeah. Oink oink.
You were doing her accomplishment.
We're pigs. I'm sorry, it's the hormones.
Okay.
Less and less though.
Okay, let me just say this. I will say, personally to me, I think
the first transgender person.
I'm just saying this. It's obvious she was going, look, back in those days she would have been called what, tomboy or what have you.
Dyke.
Say, look.
Muff diver.
Everybody has their own gift from God, right? That's her gift.
The hair pie.
Okay. What? Okay. Let's just roll back so we can just say who's the. Based on our subjective votes, this does not represent the total population. I haven't gone out and surveyed anyone. This is just between us, the room, and the moment. So let's take it from the top.
All right, taking it from the top, we've got Ronda Rousey, I thought. Yeah, okay. Ronda Rousey, mixed martial arts.
That ass.
Serena Williams, Jackie Joyner Kersey. Why you want to put a picture? See, you wouldn't put the picture with the face looking like that. See,
she's in competition.
That affected her vote.
She's in a competition.
Okay, whatever. Florence Griffith Joyner.
Yeah.
And Babe Didrikson.
Okay, taking you from fifth to first. Fifth place, Ronda Rousey.
Really?
Yeah, I'm sure. You know, and I can.
We don't
understand.
like women that can kick our ass.
I can understand.
So she might kick my ass. Get mad.
I
you didn't perform.
I can understand.
Get back in there and eat something. No. Whack. No.
You see what I have to deal with, you guys. I see.
Get on your knees.
Her history is still being made. If she goes undefeated, she will clearly be.
Can you imagine her kicking my ass? Pow! Get on your knees.
Okay, let's go on to fourth place. I tried to get her in there so you guys can recognize Babe Didrikson. Thought that she could pull maybe a higher vote.
That you even considered her, Vic, shows you your integrity as a sportsman and the fact that you will hit some of those transgender looking types.
Let me go to third place goes to Jackie.
Jacker? Jacker sounded better for a second.
Wait.
Jacker.
I will replay this just to hear the Jacker. Okay, let's go. No, that's not.
Oh,
see,
not Jackie?
That's not. See,
that's Jess. Yeah,
that's Jackie.
Jackie, even despite the picture you have of her right there.
There's three pictures.
That's not the best.
That's three pictures.
Yeah, that one and that one, but this one here.
Okay.
That'll scare a brother off in the middle of the night.
You know what?
Yeah, make that one. Or that either you're having an orgasm or something.
Obviously, he needs a woman. All right.
I'm just saying, look at that face.
Okay, that's good. Let's go to second place. Second place.
Okay.
Florence Griffith Joyner. Hey, fastest. Of course, I'm leaning towards her because, fastest woman.
You want to bone this one.
100, 200 meters, which leaves.
You got to catch her first.
This is kind of predictable. Serena Williams, number one.
Well,
and it's obvious why. She's in this day and this age, and she's doing things that's
that because the people voting have some issues.
Now, let me just say this.
And there's some sick puppies.
ESPN did their own, the greatest women, and they had 100 athletes. It came down to Serena versus Ronda. Who won?
Serena.
Nope. Ronda.
Really?
That shows you that
shows you who they want to bone more. White woman.
You know what? See, so
I'm just starting shit.
Come on. You know what it's the respect for?
What?
The mixed martial arts community is big.
Well, yeah.
And they're saying this is where we roll.
Well, she can kick ass.
Yeah.
Look at her.
All day. HOtt PiXX, I'm done. I don't want him going over. He's going to take it now. Thank you guys. Thanks. Too much.
Yeah. Nah, man. You know we gotta do a joint for the ladies, right? So every club worldwide, we gonna move y'all like this. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Big girl. Big girl. Big girl. Big girl. Big girl. It's Friday night when the club lines be out the door. Watch the